think the term exploration relates to our project in that we are doing something that is totally unknown. We don't have a set piece of paper going over the procedure with us.
There were no guidelines that said it's supposed to, if it looks like this, then this is what went wrong. So we just had to analyze it ourselves.
Exploration really was our whole project. I mean, we just had to go through and find the right process to do what we needed to do.
Our project deals with sequencing both template DNA and DNA from chromosome number 7. And we started this year not knowing very much about the process at all. And we kind of built from the level that we had from AP biology courses.
DNA is not alive by itself per se, but it's what has all the information you need to, I guess, be alive. I mean, it codes for all of your processes in your body.
It codes for the proteins that, when you put them all together, they make enzymes, which help your body function as an organism.
Lady Bird Johnson understood that there really is not a sharp distinction between the natural environment and the built environment. They flow together, they depend upon each other now.
As a First Lady in a time of great social upheaval, Lady Bird Johnson focused her energies on making the world a more beautiful place.
I always thought in Washington that those people who drove down through Rock Creek Park going to work must arrive in a better frame of mind and more rested and easy in their spirit and ready to face the difficult jobs they had.
Mrs. Johnson spearheaded the planting of millions of bulbs, shrubs, plants, and blossoming trees, and made the Capitol a model for the nation.
And under the leadership of Mayor Washington, as a member of the Beautification Committee, we concentrated also on playgrounds, on schools, transforming a pretty barren school ground into, I think, a beauty, real beauty.
Ein ganz normaler Tag, ich bin so wie ein leeres Blatt und nichts hat sich erledigt.
Now, sit down, children, and listen to me, for I have a story that will fill you with glee. In a land of great learning, not too far away, there were children this summer who did much more than play. They read many books from their local librarian, and forsooth, then a princess would kiss an amphibian.
The public library has a summer contest to see who is reading the most and the best. At Chatsworth, they've won it every year but one. So to keep their award, there was much to be done. A list of books read was the kids' ticket in. Inside the event, what they saw made them grin.
This is called a lucasa, and storytellers used it to record and remember the important ideas in a story. It's kind of like a map of the story. You'll be using a story map too when you make summaries.
Map? Okay.
Yes.
Why a Nancy lives in the ceiling. In the great continent of Africa, there is a rainy season every year. It is called the monsoon season. When the monsoon season comes, it rains for days and days, and all the animals and people must stay inside. One year brought the rainiest monsoon season ever. Even the oldest woman in the village had never seen one that was rainier. It rained all day, and it rained all night. It rained for a week, 2 weeks, and still another week. It rained so hard that it was dark during the day. The animals could not go outside to find food. Elephant, who would chew the new branches of the trees, could not chew the branches. Tortoise, who would march slowly across the ground to catch insects, could not catch insects. Hare, who would eat the grass of the meadows, could not eat in the meadow. And the lazy spider Nancy, who did not plant his farm or set his fish traps, did not have anything to eat at all. But the scariest thing that happened was that the spotted leopard, who always hunts at night, was so hungry that he roamed the forest in search of food during the daytime.